right? So there's two ways to make a blog. Let's just start off with how to make a blog. And the first way is what you would do is you would go into the Moto Amino app or the Amino app, whichever you have. And at the top right or the top left, there's a little icon that has your profile picture in it. And if you look down, there's a little pencil with a line under it, and it says compose. You can compose a few different things. You can compose a blog, a link, a favorite, a public chat, a question, or a poll. Those are all different types of blogs you can start. Public chat is really like back to the chats from last week, so don't get that confused. Truly as a blog, but that's how you can create that if you want to create a new one. There's also a section for drafts if you started one and didn't get to finish it. Just letting you know. The other way to do it is if you go and you look at the bottom right-hand corner, there is a way to compose down there too. And it looks exactly the same. It has that little pencil with the line under it, and you still have those 6 different options. Now, my personal favorite way to make a blog post is to click on blog. You can do a link if you're trying to link a video, but I like to put my videos right in my blog because that allows me to then put it so that you guys can see the video actually rolling as you're scrolling down, kind of like you would on Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that, right? So, I mean, that's really helpful. You can kind of already see, okay, this is a cool video, and it has the title right next to it. Sweet. But, as I said, there's many different ways to get your blog noticed. You can either look at your following to see what people you're following shows up, what they've been doing recently. You can look at the front page, which shows all the featured content. We'll get back to that in a second. And then if you scroll down past the featured content, it shows the latest. So latest and greatest, all the stuff that's come out most recent. And then also at the very top of, right above those featured posts, you'll actually see a little thing where it shows like a little pin next to it, and that means that it's a pinned post. So as you can tell, clearly it's a great app. I mean, let's put that out there. It is a great app, and I'm going to put a picture right up there so that way you guys can see what I'm looking at right now and kind of dive into a little bit more. But let me just kind of talk you through this. The same goes for YouTube video if you're a vlogger, right? I mean, this is going to apply to anything you do. You need to have a good title, right? I mean, of course, Rev, we need a good title, but first of all, how do I know it's a good title? What makes it a good title? And just because it's a good title, does that mean people are going to look at it? First one, how do I know it's a good title? Well, if people are going to your content a lot, that means it's a good title and that people are searching your kind of stuff. It might just be clickbait, but hey, you put a good title out there and people are going to click on it. That's also why you put cool video or cool pictures up on your blog post, but we'll get to that in a second as well. How do I know it's a good title? Well, if people are clicking on it a lot and people are giving you a thumbs up and whatnot, it's a good title. And how do I know it's a good blog post? Well, it gets featured, it gets noticed, it gets liked, you get subscribers, anything like that, any good comments, any good likes, not dislikes, of course. That means you have good content and your blog is doing well. Just because you have a lot of people liking it, just because you have a lot of people commenting on it, doesn't mean your title is good necessarily, but it does mean that your content is good and people are understanding what your content is, to say the least, right? So, as we look at all of this, we can kind of see a trend. People getting featured, people getting followers, people getting subscribers, people getting people to watch their content, to notice their content. I saw one earlier where I was like, hold on, that looks like a cool bike. what's that one about? And the title was something like, won't it just thaw out already? And the dude's literally sitting there with a blow dryer just waiting for the ice to melt away. And I was just like, you know, I want to look at that blog post. So I clicked on it and I liked it and I made a quick little comment on it and hey, it was good. But I mean, it had a cool picture. In order to put pictures in, as you're making your blog post, you go down to the bottom left corner. There's a little camera. You click it, and it's the same that you can do in a chat. You have the option to take a photo, add a photo from your photo library, add a GIF, or add a YouTube video. The best part about adding any of these is you can actually, if you hold down in the blog post itself while you're making it, and click that little like image icon when the copy paste, cut, all that comes up, select all, blah, blah, blah. When that comes up, you can actually pick which image you want to put right there. That's how you do that. A lot of people have been asking me that, and it took me a second to figure it out. I was like, hold on, why is this coming up? I can put an image in down there, so why would I want to put an image in right here? And then I looked at it a little bit closer, and I played around with it, and that's what I found. So there's that. On top of that, we can easily, from there, figure other things out. And your content gets better if you add those pictures. You're likely to get featured. What is featured? Featured means that you're on the front page and you're there for a while. You're there until a leader or a curator takes you off the front page and says, hey, but this is actually a little bit better, or this is newer, so we're going to put this up there, and this is going to be the new featured content. Now, did your content suck all of a sudden? No. It's just that new content came along, and yours got featured, then theirs got featured. Keep up with the featured stuff, the content, like this blog post will probably get featured like the other two have. And you'll start to notice, oh, this is good content. This is stuff that's putting out a lot of great videos, a lot of great blogs and whatnot, and you'll start to get noticed. I mean, I've gained, let's see, since I got to 100 followers on Christmas, or maybe it was something like the day after Christmas, shortly after, I have gained about 20 subscribers since then. In the Moto Amino app, I think I'm up to more than 1,000 something followers. So, I mean, it all depends on how good your content is. That's what it comes down to. Make good content, you'll get a lot of people to watch, you'll get a lot of views, you'll get a lot of subscribers. Views matter more than subscribers, let me just say that. You can have 130,000 people following you and subscribing to you, but if only 20 watch the video, those other hundreds of thousands of people mean nothing. Just saying. We'll get into that a different week. So for right now, I hope that you guys have an awesome Martin Luther King Day. I know I'm off of school today. I mean, that's a good thing. It's our first full day off since we came back from December recess, Christmas break. So that's fun, obviously. Teachers love that Martin Luther King Day. And plus, that also means social studies teachers like myself then get to explain why we have Martin Luther King Day, and who doesn't like that, right? I mean, that's a fun topic to go over. And the kids love it too, and especially when you work in a city, to see them really enjoying it is amazing. But anyways, thank you for watching. Ride safe. I know the weather's getting nice in a lot of areas. Make sure you have fun with the weather, but make sure you're safe with the weather as well. Have fun. Be safe. See you guys later.